You know, there are constant threats to the unity of the church. I would be remiss if I didn't say the first thing to do is to pray. And indeed, I think this is something as church leaders, we need to be aware of how vulnerable all of us are. Even before criticism comes our way or threats to unity, we need to be praying that God will help us as leaders, that God will protect our church from divisive elements. And so I think diligent prayer, as we as leaders meet on a regular basis, praying for this is really important. And then around the room of leaders, keeping track of our own hearts, helping us one to the other, even the way we lead and care for people. If I see in another leader or they see in me something that's hindering unity, we need to help each other here as leaders. And then certainly when there's a threat to unity, there is a time as to address it right up front, to call it what it is, to do so in a kind way, but to be very, very direct. In my normal course of ministry and preaching, honestly, several times in a preaching year, I will address these things. Threats to unity, areas where we disagree, the importance of maintaining the unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace. I do this routinely. I've done it before pandemics came around. I've done it in between political cycles when there are none. And may I say this, directly before elections and directly after, I typically say these things. Folks, this weekend or next week, we're going to vote. All of us in our country, we're going to go vote. And listen, go vote. You should. Vote your conscience. But be aware that next week when we come, some people will be celebrating, others will be sad. But we're not here to do either one of those. When we gather together, we're here to worship the living God. That is our priority. We're here to celebrate Christ and his mission. So when you come to the gathering of believers, make sure you're coming with the right heart and the right spirit. So I'll call it out and point out those threats to unity and call on our people to be diligent to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace.